G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. Big shout outs to you guys for checking out the first episode. This is episode 2. Really enjoying this Aston Villa Career Mode, and I am sorry for not giving you guys any gameplay in the first episode, but in this one you're definitely going to see some gameplay. As you see the calendar at the moment, just going through a few months just to see where we'll struggle and see where the big opponents are. But our first game of the season is actually going to be against Sheffield United, so you can't really ask for a much, easier game or like a more even opponent, because in real life they're really struggling at the moment, and hopefully we can pick up a win here in our first game of the season. Definitely going to have to watch out though, because Sheffield are still in the Premier League for a reason, so hopefully we can hold them and get a clean sheet, as one of our objectives is to get a streak of 5 consecutive clean sheets, I believe. And we're on the attack here in the first half with Grealish, doing some skill moves, trying to get past his defender. Puts in a great cross, but it's a little bit too far for Watkins, and he can't connect. We've really got to make the most of our chances there, as they can come back to haunt us, as Sheffield are on the attack now. With McBurney, he's a tall guy who we'll have to watch out for on the set pieces. He actually does me there. Goes to Fleck, to Eggstein, to Fleck, and he puts it home near post. Martinez can't really do a whole lot there when they're that close. You're not really expecting saves. But we're on the attack again now, looking to recover here. And Grealish plays a great ball through to Ross Barkley, and Barkley gets the equaliser. Really been enjoying using Ross Barkley. It's a bit of a spoiler. He's been very good for us. And let me know if I should buy him at the end of the season, if he does continue his good form. But on a corner now, set piece, and that's just poor marking. We even had a guy on the post there, and Martinez couldn't keep it out. Don't know how he didn't manage to. And then on another corner, they score again. And the Sheffield players celebrating like he scored, but I believe it was actually an own goal by Target. Not too sure how that happens. But letting up two goals from corners, that's not good to see. But it is Sheffield, and the small clubs are usually the ones you need to watch out for from set pieces, as they definitely make the most of it. And an absolute crazy good ball there from McBurney. And they go up 4-1 in stoppage time, so a very disappointing result. They're losing 4-1. First game of the season. You see there the chances were pretty equal there, but we just didn't make the most of ours, and Sheffield scored a couple goals off set pieces. But there you see a little bit of business there. We ended up selling Elmo, I can't even say his full name, but we get an offer for Wesley here. It's from Everton. Not looking to sell Wesley unless it's something crazy, so I put in a ridiculous counter offer, because I think he's just a perfect backup or rotation striker. If Watkins is out of form, I can play Wesley. But I think they're two strikers they definitely want to keep. We're coming into our second game now of the season against Burnley. Another not crazy tough opponent, but you see how we've got to we can't take any game for granted, because you just saw what happened against Sheffield, and that was very disappointing. But we're on the attack early again here with Traore. Gives it away, but Watkins fights back and gets the ball. And Watkins crosses it in. It's cleared but not far enough. It falls straight to Traore, who scores on his left foot and gets his first goal of the season. And we take the lead for the first time in this series. And we're looking to extend that now with Barkley, waiting for the run. Plays it through to Watkins. He's got speed, and he shoots at far post and beats the Burnley keeper. And Watkins scores. Good to see him taking his chance there this time. But we go ahead now to the second half, just playing it around the back. We get it to Cash. We have the overlap here. Douglas Luiz sees Barkley in lots of space, and he'll just go all the way and put it past the keeper. Could have gone either side there. He just parted the defence. The Burnley defence just parted there, and Barkley took advantage of it. And we're not stopping. We're just counter-attacking now. Burnley pressing up to try to get something out of this game, but it leaves them exposed, and we work it around beautifully to Barkley again, and he scores again. He might be leading the Premier League for the Golden Boot after this game if he keeps going. And this time he plays the ball over to Grealish, and Grealish is going to come inside and try to whip it round Pope. It gets saved, but it falls to Watkins, who just stops, turns, and hits it on his left. Not sure what the defender there was doing. I think it was Ben Mee, the centre-back. But we go up 5-0, and we're looking for one more here. And we get it to Barkley again. I think this is for his hat-trick, and he scores. Another good finish there. But the Burnley defence is absolutely atrocious. You see there, Barkley, 3 shots, 3 goals. takes the game ball with him. A great hat-trick, and you see the stats there. We absolutely dominated. Burnley didn't even get a shot. So that's a good response after losing 4-1 to Sheffield. Definitely the response we needed. You see the top transfer deals, Real Madrid bringing in a couple big players, and then Dembele coming over to the Premier League, going to Chelsea. But we're getting in our final game of this episode. It's going to be against Southampton. Probably a mid-table side. And we play it through to Grealish, who's got acres of space, and he's going to just finesse it and curl it into the far post. A good finish there from the captain, and it's good to see him getting on the board this season. But Southampton looking to equalise straight away. But Cash intercepts it, but he gets it taken off him straight away. And Minamino, the ex-Liverpool man, bringing it all the way, crossing it, and Redmond is in the right spot at the right time there. A great bit of play there, though, from Minamino. Set that all up as we get to Grealish here, waiting for the run of Target. Target crosses it beautifully to Watkins, and Watkins heads it home. A great bit of play there. Good to see Target playing well after his disaster class against Sheffield with that own goal. But that all stemmed from Grealish again, playing a great ball to Target. And we hit it over the top here to Traore now in the second half, and he whips it back stick, and Grealish heads it home. A beautiful header. Another great cross from Aston Villa. Our crossing this game has been phenomenal. And Grealish gets his second of the game. A beautiful header. Not really known for his heading ability. But you see here Southampton playing a very high line, pressing to try to win the ball back. See, we've brought on Wesley. We get it to Cash, and there's acres of space here. We get it to Grealish. Is he going to be unselfish? He is. Plays it across to Barkley, who's got basically an open net as Grealish drew the keeper a little bit to him, and Barkley hits it home in the empty net as we go up 4-1, and that's how that game will end. We really dominated in the chances there, 10 shots to I think it was 4. But Grealish getting a couple goals and an assist, definitely man of the match for me. But you see, we're not really dominating possession in these games. We just make the most of it and just make chances with it. A bit like Leicester when they won the league. Not saying we're going to win the league, because that would be crazy if we did. But definitely trying to get to that top half of the table. Maybe try to sneak into one of those European spots. But yeah, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy, guys. Really helps me out. And let me know who I should bring in. I'm actually going to bring in someone here in a second, as you'll see. I'm going to go for Max Aarons. You see, I've shortlisted a few English players, because I do want to keep it a fairly English squad in this Aston Villa side, but I'm not obviously ruling out other nationalities. I'm definitely going to bring in some other flair players. But first of all, I'm going to bring in Max Aarons, as we did just sell a defender, and I'm going to bring him in for 10 mil here. Did I overpay a little bit? Possibly. He's valued at 8, so they made me overpay. But this guy's looks good to me, and I think I could even put him as a left back possibly, just to cover Target, because Cash and Target are definitely first teamers for now. But you never know, if one of them have a bad spell, I can put Aarons in, because I think he can play both sides. Obviously he's more suited to be a right back because he's right footed. But yeah, let me know if you agree with this transfer, and let me know who else you'd like to see me bring in the next episodes. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's all for me. Peace.